Scooter! Yeah! I've seen guys hate on scooters. I see a lot of people won't wave at scooters. Or they make fun of them, they say they're gay or whatever. Another scooter, that's the guy. Hey dude, he is the coolest guy you've ever met. I happen to be vlogging about him. I was just gonna start vlogging about him and there he was. We may have to go talk to him. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Aha! I did not hit it. I'm not on my motard. That was a little more than a 4-inch curb. His name is Jerry. He rides an old 80s Honda, and he is the coolest guy ever. He wears a little half-shell bicycle helmet, usually wearing a gray t-shirt. Big smile. I mean, there's no other way to say it. He's old. He's earned it. I don't say that as a negative thing. I'm not making fun of him. Oh my gosh, he is the coolest person you ever met in your life. He's one of my customers at work. Comes in, gets parts for his scooter. Obviously, you've got a 1980s scooter that you put. He's got thousands of miles on that scooter, and it's a bear to keep it running. But he's done racing. He's built custom motorcycles, like custom race bikes, back in like the 70s and the 80s. He had something, and he made it insane. And used to race it up at the drag strip that they closed down. They closed Kansas City's drag strip. I'm going to sit here forever, this light. Doesn't see it turned for her. It's still not for that girl that just turned. Now they have a red so that she could make a left turn, but I still don't have a light because it doesn't know I'm here. This is Riri. I'm going. I'm allowed to. You sit at a light and it doesn't cycle for you. In Missouri and Kansas and Illinois, you are allowed to run the light. You're not running it. You've stopped. You've looked both ways. You've made traffic is clear. You've been waiting for a reasonable amount of time. Anyway, he's the coolest guy. He races, or he used to race. He used to do drag racing. And I can't even tell you all. He's told me so many cool stories. And he's a good teacher. You ask him about anything you want to know about engines and motorcycles. Anything. You name it. And he can just go on. And he explains it really well. And he knows his stuff. And now he just rides around on this little 50cc scooter. He's got nothing to prove. He used to have the fastest bikes around in Kansas City. I have the guys that come in that just tell me BS stories because they're trying to impress the girl in the parts counter. He's not one of those guys. You can tell by the way he talks, and he's known in the community. There he is riding along the grass on the shoulder. Anyway, he is just he's one of my favorite people in Kansas City. Looks like he's having some engine trouble. What happened?
Oh, I put an air cleaner on here yesterday.
Yeah?
And it's a little chrome air cleaner which made it run. So you got the stock box cracked.
Right. I remember that.
I'm looking for it. It fell off, right? The one you got the kid in it?
No, this is all stock.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, I don't want to that's got fuel injection and everything. I don't want to mess with it. So, yeah, there's no intake.
Well, see, I bought one up in O'Reilly and it worked. I had it clamped on.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the right end. See that new clamp I put on there?
Yeah.
I didn't have it clamped on the fitting.
Right.
So I'm looking for it. $20. Right?
What does it look like?
It's a little chrome. It looks like one that goes on the top of it probably went for a PVC filter on a crank or on a,
Right.
It's round and it's got a K&N. Looks like a K&N filter.
Okay.
It's all K&N. My nephew called me last night. He lives in Houston and he had it shipped. He had an '08 Triumph, Truxton.
Right.
But anyway, he wrecked it and tore his back all up. He wrecked it at one of these racetracks where school-like racetrack.
Right.
But then the first of the year, he bought one from Engel. He found it online and he bought another '08 and only had 600 miles on it.
Nice.
Said he bought it the first of the year. I said, how many miles you got on it, Kevin? He said 6,000.
Nice. He loves it.
So, oh yeah, he said, I got a trip planned for the last October. He's going to Big Bend.
Right.
He goes there all the time, Big Bend State Park down in Texas.
That's awesome.
That's a pretty sick little bike there.
I love it. I like my other one better. I wish I'd been on that one. I could show it to you. This one's all stock. It's kind of boring. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not pure. It almost looks like pure sports, but it's not a hot rod.
No, I love my other one better, for sure.
Pretty slick.
Thanks.
I like that fender cover.
Yeah.
I had a jigsaw. In fact, I'll bring you a picture one time. But I run down here up until about 2002. But I had Dave Adams make me a special swing arm.
Right.
Made it from, I gave him my old one. I said, here's what I want these dimensions. I want it to hook up. And he bent it, chrome molded tubing, did everything, made it all. And I said, I want this fender to mount back on it. And, you know, he said, well, I made the thing an inch wider.
An inch wider.
An inch wider. And he said, I don't think that'll go on there. I said, I think it will. Well, anyway, I got it on there, which really looked slick. It looked almost stock, you know, but yet it was 5.5 inches long.
Right.
And custom made.
Did you use that for drag racing?
Oh yeah, I run down there all the time. I just leave it open like this, just push the button, the horn up, wire the horn button up for the air shifter.
Right.
You know, and just leave it wide open. If it started coming up on me, I just push the button.
That's so awesome.
Mike, you know Mike Wilson.
Yeah.
He knows me. He's seen me run down there.
Oh, I would have loved to have.
He was in the performance department down there. We put my bike on the dyno down there. He said, let's put it on dyno.
Yeah? How'd it do?
Not real good. It was right then, it was down on mile per hour. It was, I had one carburetor that was out of sync, and it was, they're all supposed to be in sync this way, you know.
Right.
One carburetor I could not sync. It made 140 horsepower, but it was only running 137, 138. I fixed that carburetor, went back down and run 143, 144. And the best was 148.
148.
148, which was, you know, just ride it down there. I sent the wheel to Cosman and made it, it was a 5.5 inch wheel, I made it 6.5 inch wheel.
Right.
I put a Pirelli Diablo 200 tire on it, which was just perfect for the bead. Because my 6.5 inch bead, you put that bead and measured it, 6.5 inches.
Perfect.
Now, Carson over in Kansas, you know, he made one that was 7.5 inches wide. I said, yeah, how are you gonna put the tire on there? What's that gonna do when you get it air? It's gonna grow at speeds. He never put it on.
Right.
So I had to have it screwed on or one of those bead locks.
Yeah, he would have had to do a bead lock.
You know, there's no way I would have rode that thing with the bead that didn't even fit. You know, you have to pull it out to bead it.
Yeah.
Now you put a tube in it, you probably have to. But yeah, that's slicker than a whistle.
Yeah, I like it.
Is it brand new?
No, it's a 2009.
How many?
A 2009.
Pretty neat on the shock.
Yeah, the monoshock. It's a little oversprung for me, but
Vincent Shadow had the seat mounted back here, real funny like, kind of a bench type seat, but underneath it, that swing arm down this, it had 3 little bitty shocks. Instead of one, it had a little one in the middle, and it had a couple bigger ones on the one side and one in the middle. 3 shocks, and it was the first one to swing like that.
that's awesome.
So you know something that probably 9,000 out of 9,100 don't know. Nobody's ever seen one probably. But that's,
Yeah, you too. I'll see if I see it.
see what I mean?
I'm gonna see. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one more pass down and back.
All right, we're looking for an air filter. I lost my gloves this way once, and then I found one, and I never found the other one. No luck.